Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow participants, I would like to welcome you to the International Conference on English Language, Icel 2023. Before we begin, I have a few important announcements to make. Kindly set your mobile phones to silent mode during the plenary session to minimize disruptions. We are pleased to announce that this session will be recorded and uploaded on the ELTC Ministry of Education channel on YouTube. This means you can revisit the content later or share it with colleagues who couldn't attend. This session will include question and answer section. Please prepare your questions and engage in these discussions to make the session more interactive and informative. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are ready for another enlightening day as we embark on the journey of exploring the changing landscape of leadership in education. Before we delve into today's exciting discussions and presentations, let's take a moment to recap the highlights of what happened yesterday, the first day of this conference. The concurrent sessions throughout the day covered a wide range of topics, from the integration of technology in the classroom to fostering inclusive learning environments and everything in between. Participants engaged in lively discussions, sharing their experiences and best practices. Furthermore, our poster presentation sessions showcased the remarkable research and initiatives undertaken by many of you, and it was a great platform for networking and learning from one another. As we move forward into today's program, let's carry the energy and inspiration from yesterday with us. We have another day of valuable insights, presentations, and discussions ahead of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Pavitra, and I have the privilege of being your MC for this inspiring session. I represent the ELTC, and it is my pleasure to guide you through this enlightening journey. Today, our esteemed speaker is a true luminary in the field, Dr. Aslam Khan bin Samahs Khan. He is the Academic Director and Executive Vice Chairman of Erican Education Group, Malaysia. Dr. Aslam's passion for education and his dedication to the ideals of sustainability and progressive growth have made him a trailblazer in the world of academia. Today, Dr. Aslam will be shedding light on the intriguing and thought-provoking topic, embracing the changing landscape and dimension of leadership in education for sustainability and progressive growth. To be or not to be. This is a subject of paramount importance as we navigate the complex challenges and opportunities in education, where adaptability and innovation are keys to success. Dr. Aslam Khan's insights and expertise promise to provide us with a fresh perspective on the critical role of leadership in shaping the future of education. As we ponder the to be or not to be aspect, we will explore the transformative power of leadership in fostering sustainability and progressive growth. I encourage everyone here to engage actively and seize the opportunity to learn from Dr. Aslam Khan's wealth of knowledge and enriching experience. Your participation is invaluable in making this session an enriching experience for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please join me in welcoming the illustrious Dr. Aslam Khan bin Samahs Khan to the stage as he delves into the ever-changing dimensions of educational leadership. Dr. Khan, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Miss Pavitra. It's nice to be here again in IAB. It's nice to meet old friends and so many ex-students. Well, they say in education, you'll never walk alone. And you must never ever walk alone. All right? Now you see, I'm standing here. I just came back from another conference. Before that, another conference, another conference, another conference. Bali, Bangkok, Jakarta, Kuching, and here. It's so nice to come here and share. All right? The journey of education. I was in Kementerian Pendidikan for 39 years. It's a long time. When we talk about leadership, day in, day out, we deal with leadership. Every moment, it is leadership's perspective that you are realizing. You're sitting down here is because of leadership. Agree? On a subtle note, it's leadership. You're here because of leadership. Everything happens because of leadership. Now you see, there's always a saying. The great starts with leadership. The wrongs also begin with leadership. Agree? Agree, right? All right. So let's see how we embrace this changing landscape and also dimension about leadership in education. We all went through leadership on the first day when we became a teacher or an educator. And until today, you are bound by leadership. But sometimes you just say that, I forget about leadership, I'm working. Okay, I'm doing. But actually, it all comes down to leadership. All right? Let's see how you embrace it. To be or not to be, Shakespeare, yeah? You can't take away the literature from me. It has been embedded for many, many years. Now, testing, okay. Now you see why I'm saying that. Confucius said that if your plan is for 1 year, pergi tanam padi lah. After 1 year, you get the hasil. If your plan is for 10 years, tanam pokok lah. But if you want to be in education, ladies and gentlemen, it is 100 years. Somebody mentioned just now, I'm going to retire in 1 or 2 years' time. You can retire at 60, but you have another 40 years to go on. That's why I'm still standing here. I left Ministry of Education many, many years ago. I'm still standing here because I believe in Confucius, one of the greatest scholars, right? So many, many more years to go. So those of you who are there and you think that you're going to retire in a year's time, say no. I have another 41 years because you're 59. 41 more years to go. Okay? Now, let's reflect. Are leaders born or are they made? That's me there with the book. Now you have to read that book. Win or die. You want to be a great leader? You have to read. Either you win or you die. You cannot take the middle path as a leader. You take the middle path, you're not going anywhere. Either you win or you die. I choose to win. That's why I'm still standing there. Alright? So it is not made. It's not born, but leaders are made. I was just like a 20-year-old teacher. I was never born to be a leader, but I made myself throughout the years. So that's why I say, it is in your hands. I'm not promoting self-com, okay? Alright? So global leaders. We are not talking about leaders in your own setting, in your own school, institution, organization. We are talking about global. We are talking about international. If you want to be that leader in your own institution and put a full stop, then you are just another leader in your own institution. We want to align with global leadership. We want to see big things. We want to be with big ideas, big perspective. Easier said than done. But it's not impossible. Okay? Now, we talk about leadership. Leaders think and talk about the solutions. Followers think and talk about the problems. Interesting, right? When you start talking about the problems, then you're not the leader. When you start talking about the solutions, then you're a leader in the making. So ask yourself now. Tepuk dada tanya selera lah. Okay? To be a great leader, you must start as a great follower. Alright? That's fine. When I was young, a 20-year-old teacher from Maktab Perguruan Kinta Ipoh, I was posted to the school. I was a great follower. My head of department from University Malaysia. Aslam, come here. You're young. Go to my car and take the books and my handbag. If the books fall off your hand, it's okay. Not my handbag. Maybe it's Prada or Louis Vuitton. Alright? It's okay. I'm a follower. The penolong kanan told me, you young teacher, you must go camping during school holidays. In the jungle with the scouts. Okay. Sunday you must come for band practice. Okay. It's okay. Be a great follower. And one day you will be a great leader. Because leaders are not born, they are made. Wow. Are you all okay? Okay? A strong leader finds strengths in others and builds them. A poor leader picks at weaknesses and breaks others down. I know. I'm taking you all on a reflective journey. Because remember, we are all reflective practitioners. A teacher, lecturer, whoever you are, if you are in education, you are a reflective practitioner. So, reflect, while we are talking, while I'm sharing with you. I'm not teaching you, I'm just sharing. Reflect. Have you come across this kind of situations? Yes. Actually, it's a rhetorical question. Don't answer yes. Okay? Now, explore some quotes. You want to be a great leader in education. You must understand leadership in the world. Look at all these people. You know who John Quincy Adam is. You know who is Erin Mayer. You know who is John Maxwell. Of course, you remember Steve Jobs. Agree? And then look at that. Intelligent leadership, executive coaching. Now, these are lines. These are statements not made just like that. These are based on statements made by great people who have undergone everything, who have gone through the mill to be who they are. Then they make statements, including me. I went through the mills, 39 years with Ministry of Education. I've seen it all, been there, done that. So my ex-students are all here looking at me. Sir, so LTech, nearly 50% my ex-students. They're lecturers, but I'm so proud of you all. Well done. Okay? And then we have effective leaders. Global. I'm not talking about regions. I'm talking about global effective leaders. Do you have this trait? You want to embrace the shift in the education landscape to be a great leader? Do you have this? Rhetorical question. You have this? You have all this. Now you see some of the keywords here. You must remember, when you talk about leadership, you are dealing with human beings, not robots, not machines. EQ. EQ. You know why I always talk about EQ? Because I did a research on EQ. Because my master's thesis was on EQ in education. And I subscribe to whom? In literature, everybody knows Rudyard Kipling. If you remember I taught you all if, right? In the literature class for the BA TESOL. One line that really changed me. You can walk with kings, no lose your common touch. Then you'll be a man, my son. That line changed my whole life as a young lecturer to where I am today. You can walk with kings, no lose your common touch. That's EQ at the highest level. Yes, I sat with Queen. I think I sat with the Queen of Johor 5-6 times to have lunch at the palace. But I still can sit with the Makcik Nasi Lemak under the coconut tree. Not coconut tree lah. Coconut tree, coconut will fall on the head. Under the rambutan tree and eat Nasi Lemak. So, I remember that line. Okay? So remember, you want to embrace the shift in educational leadership, you have to realize this point. You can walk with kings and lose your common touch. That's EQ at the highest level. So these are the key traits. Okay? Qualities. There's 17 by Alicia Raven, 2023. The 17 traits of effective leadership. Do we have this? Do we realize, embrace it? It's always about, people say, embrace, embrace, embrace. Yes, I embrace. But have I really conceptualized it? Have I internalized it? Have I digested it? And then, I think I can realize it. Never easy. Alright? Then he said about concepts of leadership. Everybody knows James and Barry when they talk about leadership, right? And these are the 5 concepts. Can you conceptualize them? Model the way. This is model the way. We always talk about NATO. No action, talk only. What kind of leaders we have? But I am unto action, not talk only. All right? So these are inspire a shared vision. Now, inspiration. One of the key traits in a leader is inspiration. If you can't do it as a leader, but you inspire others to do it, then you are a leader. Because a leader cannot do everything, right? But you must inspire others. You must see that these qualities are there in that person, in Sheila. Inspire her. If others can do it, Sheila, you can do it. Drum it into her head. And every day before she goes to bed, others can do it. I can do it. In a dream also, I can do it. And then you will do it. Alright? Challenge the process. Don't be the ikut sajalah. Apa yang dia bagi, diturunkan, kita ikut saja. No! You must challenge the process. I said challenge, not fight. When you challenge, it comes with justification. We have lots of armchair critics. Leaders who are armchair critics. Armchair critics. Criticize! Any suggestions, recommendations? No. Then I'm sorry, you are not leader. You cannot justify your criticism with empirical data, with experience, then ambil 20 sen, main jauh-jauh. Alright? Are you okay? Okay. Hey, Anne. Okay. Enable others. If you can't do it, enable others to act. A leader cannot do everything. Empowerment. Delegate. And everyone is a piece of the puzzle. Even the janitor is a piece of the puzzle. I learned that. If your organization is just looking at the top management and forget about others, I'm sorry. You have a failed leader. You know that the janitor plays a very important role in your organization. Think carefully. And encourage the heart. Again, we talk about the heart. The EQ part. We are all human beings. So these are some of the pertinent points. Guidance, solution. We have all this. You can read them. You all are all learned people. Yeah? This is something that we always see everywhere. I tell you, the message is very strong here. You know, it's a strong message conveyed here. A boss or a leader? Many people say, read lah, that's it. No. You know how much depth there is in these lines. The leader coaches them. Drive and coaching are two different things. Coach means you know what you're talking about. Some leaders, I tell you later. Okay? Goodwill and fears, everybody knows that. Inspires and blame, everybody knows that. Look at the keywords there. All of you are English, English personnel. Read between the lines. You can see every element in those lines is portrayed every day. Agree? Agree? Every day you will see all these lines coming up, popping up at different junctures in your work. But you wouldn't want to say it. Or you can't say it. When you talk about leadership and education, you see the word that is underlined there. Influencing. A leader is an influencer. Now we say influencer, right? TikTok lah, Facebook lah. We have here Mr. Keith Tong. He's an influencer in resources, not only for Malaysia, in the whole world. Influencer. Alright? And then others. How do you influence? How do you shape people? Do you have that qualities? If you don't have, just say, I don't have, but I'm going to learn. Remember, leaders are not born, Sheila, right? They are made. Every day, you are adding the making into a better leader in you. And you must learn. And again here you see, at the heart is human being. It's human being that we're dealing with. So, educational leadership is a system approach. You see, the keywords unites everyone, common goal, there is a core set of values. Now, see the keyword there. Systematic approach to unite everyone under one common goal and a core set of values. Those are the key words. If you are doing that, congratulations, you are in the making of a great leader. If you haven't reached there, it's okay. Keep on making yourself great. Okay? It's important. Why is educational leadership important? You know. When there is no system in educational leadership, then the whole organization or institution will be a ship without a captain. When you have a ship without a captain, terapung-apung di lautan yang luas tanpa tujuan. Langgar batu karang tenggelam. Alright? I haven't forgotten my bahasa Malaysia, okay? Even though we are all English people. Alright? Okay. So, when we talk about leadership in education, we have these 7 aspects of leadership in education. Now, how many of these do you have now? Or are you with it? Or are you involved with it? I just give you 20 seconds. Digest, internalize, and reflect. 20 seconds. Out of these 7, how many do you possess? Or you are involved in? "20 seconds, finish." Don't give me the answer. I told you we are on a reflective journey. You know. Keep it in your heart, keep it in your head. Alright? And make whatever amendments. Then we talk about models. We talk about concept, thoughts that implicate leadership in education. Of course, now you must remember, as educationists, never, ever sideline researchers. Whatever we read, whatever we apply is based on research. So researchers, hats off to them, because they give us the data, the empirical data, the findings for us to conceptualize whatever models that they've come up with. And then what we do, we will realize it in context. My keyword everywhere in the world is contextualization. They always say, you are Mr. Contextualization. I say, yes. You cannot have the one hat fits all in education. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I can stand here and say that. As a leader, if you practice one hat fits all, thank you very much. You're not there yet. You're still on your way. It's contextualization. Alright? Richard Steele says this. We are talking about this model, the upward spiral of success. When we talk about leadership and education, this one model that you can conceptualize and realize it in context, your own context. Now you come from all over. I cannot tell you this is the right way, the only way. No. Look at the models, conceptualize it, and then realize it according to the context where you are. And then you are the leader in the making in that perspective. Okay? Don't get serious. I see some of you are very serious. Just relax, sit back, relax. We are all in it together. This is embracing the new landscape in educational leadership. Assalamualaikum Puan Farah. Nice to see you. Old friend. When we talk about KPI, hey, hello. It's not key performance indicators. No more. The landscape in leadership, especially educational leadership, has shifted, has changed. New dimension. Don't you dare say, where's your KPI? Where's your KPI? Those are just statements, 3-word statement. KPI is what? Can you keep people interested in the job? When they say, morning, I'm in. I'm here. Any new developments? I'm ready for it. Still interested. How many years of teaching? 38 years, 9 months, another 2 months, I'm retiring. I'm still here, man. That's the KPI. Alright. If somebody says that, yes. Yes. So I'm not wrong, is it? So KPI means keep people interested. Keep people informed. Okay? Everyone in the organization, in the institution, needs to know what's going on. Right until the janitor. Remember I told you? From the head right to the janitor must know. This is organization, this is institution X. This is what is going to happen. This is going to be something that is in a pipeline. Everything. Even the janitor knows. When somebody say, you tahu tak? Campus kita, sekolah kita, college kita. Yes, saya tahu. Tapi you janitor. Saya mesti tahu. Itu KPI. You see? This is the reality. Keep people informed, keep people involved. They must be involved. Involvement is progress. Remember, involvement is progress. If you are not involved, you cannot see the progress. And the last one, I just said that keep people inspired. Sheila, you can do it. You're going to hate this project, and you will do it. I got my inspiration from my one man that I keep until today, who inspire that I can do anything. Professor Dato Tan Sri Zulkifli Abdul Razak. 5 minutes more. Oh, so fast. You started me. You said 1 hour. I'm just beginning only. You started late and you said 5 minutes more. It's too much. Inspiration. Inspiration. I learned a lot from him. He told me, Aslam, just imagine he was the Vice Chancellor of USM, Rector of USIM, now Rector of UIA. We can walk with kings, not lose the common touch. We can eat laksa Sarawak under a tree in Cheras. Who am I? Who is he, man? Professor Tan Sri Dato, I'm just Aslam. You see? He inspired me. And when I was heading the Malaysia-Australia Education Project for Afghanistan, nobody has done that before. He told me, Aslam, you can. When the Afghans minister came, Australian counterparts came, we had a meeting, Kementerian Pendidikan in Iba. Can you do this training? I said, yes, but I never done that before. When you say yes, you get the inspiration to go on. And I did it 5 years. The first Malaysian, the first in the world to bring Malaysia to that level. You think so it's easy? Afghanistan, I've been to Kabul, okay? But with, of course, many bodyguards. Alright? So remember, as a leader in education, it's not KPI, the old one. We go into the new landscape shift in education. New dimension is KPI means keep people interested, informed, involved, inspired. And then you are in the making of a great leader. Then, when you stand on stage, people say, I want to listen. I want to follow him. You want to follow me now? I'm going to Jakarta in 2 weeks' time. Okay? Yeah, okay. You're booking. Okay, leaders, we love the most. So this just, for you to see, yeah? Most of the things are there. And then we look at the 10 keys to effective school leadership. These are the keys. Okay, you can read them. Alright? But we translate 5 minutes. Okay. Then tips to schools for school leaders. Because I know lots of school teachers here. These are the tips. You can read them. Yeah? It's just to share. Remember I told you? Just to share with you. I'm not coming here to teach you. I'm coming here. One of the things is to, you are right, to inspire you. My ex-students here. I better be good. I don't want to embarrass my ex-students. Okay? Okay. Effective leadership style in education. This is 2022. Look at all this. You can read them. One that really, provided me an awakening is the one at the bottom. Can you see? Yes. Constructivist leadership. You know what's the meaning of construct? You know what the word means? That means you must never sit in a comfort zone as leaders in education. You always construct. Deconstruct also. Construct. Reconstruct. The word construct is very powerful word, Construct, deconstruct, reconstruct. Put that in your mindset if you want to be an excellent leader. Okay, how many minutes more? 4 minutes. Okay, just talk. 4 minutes, okay. Alright. So you see, what perspectives are pertinent in embracing the landscape and dimension shift? This is the one. I'm talking about embracing it. Okay? This is very important. Alright? Then we're talking about these points. Okay? Vision and strategic thinking, communication. I think all of you can read. Now look at the one. Empathy and emotional intelligence. I never miss this. I will never miss this. Alright? And then instructional, yes. Adaptability, yes. Ethical, moral, fine. These are something for you to read. I'm just sharing with you. Okay. These are all very, very, generic. Okay? Quite generic. Okay? Look at developing and honing these leadership skills can help educational leaders inspire, motivate, and guide their teams toward improve educational outcomes and the holistic development of students. Students here means learners. Yeah? Okay. All leaders in education must have academic indulgence. You cannot be a successful leader in education without clear academic indulgence. I hate the project. I had 32 senior lecturers. I need to be indulged in all this in order for me to be the project leader. So you must be sound academically. Alright? And then you must know what is education. Yes, Alvin Toffler says 6 C's. Aslam says 6 C's plus 1. Contextualization. You must know about Education 4.0. How many of you really understand Education 4.0? You must be academically sound. You must know what are these. And then you must know there's a shift in education. There's a shift. Have you embraced this shift? If you want to be a leader in education, you must understand the shift. The pedagogical shift. Indulgence. I know when we talk about indulgence, everybody now the mind is indulgence. Cake. Wow. Sandwich. Drinks. Sitting by Coffee Bean or Starbucks, whatever. Okay? Then networking. This is something that is so crucial. You want to be a great leader in education, you must have the networking. You don't be the king in your own little empire. You must go out there, alright, and build bridges for not only you, for your organization, and for your staff. Seek out, foster mutually beneficial external alliances, inside, outside the system, entrepreneurial connections, utilize community external support. This is what I'm saying. That's my quote. In elevating educational institutions and organizations, all leaders in education need to form a strong network with private and corporate organizations. A public-private collaboration provides the platform to inculcate corporatization mindset and realize the landscape shift in education. A pertinent point to ponder upon. Quality leadership in education is never a journey alone. That's my quote. I did it last night. Okay? That's what we are. We cannot be king in our own little empire. Alright? Initiatives. Quick one, I'm finishing. This is something that I think all of us must get into. This is the in thing now. Reimagining Educational Leadership in the 21st Century by Luis Valentino. VUCA. Everybody knows this, right? You know this? Have you read about this? This is the latest one. Get into VUCA and read more. This is just to share with you. Okay? This is just to share with you. Have this, read. Very interesting read. VUCA. Okay? Now, VUCA has implication on educational leaderships. Okay? Leaders understand this. Read VUCA, then you come to this. So therefore, remember, When you embrace the mindset shift for organizational transformation as a leader, you need to understand this. It's from profits to purpose, from hierarchies to networks. Don't focus on hierarchies too much. Penolong kanan 1, penolong kanan 2, penolong kanan 3. Semua kanan, tak ada kiri ya. Penolong kanan 4. Ketua panitia. Can you see the hierarchy? Sometimes put the hierarchy at the side. Just make things happen. Alright? Controlling to empowering. Give empowerment. I grew up in a school with 3,500 students, 180 teachers, a young teacher at the age of 20. I was empowered by my pengetua. I still remember him. He's still alive. Mr. Wong Chun Choi. Sekolah Menengah Kopong Jalan Frame. He empowered me. Aslam, make our band the best band in Malaysia. I said, yes, sir. We became the champion of the marching band for Pesta Malaysia, 1989. I sat next to Sanusi Junid, that was the Minister of Tourism, and had coffee. Young teacher. Because how did I get it? Empowered. He didn't say, cannot do this, cannot do that. Empower, but I want to be the champion. I said, yes, sir. Planning to experimentation, privacy to transparency. Okay? Conclusion. Takeaway points now. Yeah? Okay, yeah? Actually, I want to show you a few snapshots of Afghanistan. Okay, never mind. Now, all leaders, remember this. Everyone who wants to change under you will go through this Kubler-Ross curve. Psychology says it. First, we have to change. Huh? Sure. No. Denial. Then, frustration. Why need to change this? Then, depression. Walking like zombies in the organization. Why? Never sleep because we have to do this. You are the head. Yeah, I don't want to change. I have to go to hospital. Go and see psychiatrist. No! Then you experiment. Then lucky you have people like Mindy, Juan Farah, Mimi. No, try it. Do it, like it. You can do it, Sheila. Don't walk like a zombie, Sheila. You can do it. Then she experimented. She said, can. Then she said, okay lah, I will do it. Then integration. So you will go through these 7 levels in embracing the change. But please don't go to level 4. If you go to level 4, you don't come out from there, I'm sorry, then we'll see you in Taman Bahagia. Okay? So remember what Sitting Bull said. Inside you, there are 2 dogs, 2 beasts inside you. One is mean and evil. The other one is good and they fight each other all the time. When asked, which one wins? I answer, the one I feed the most. You want to be the great leader? Feed that beast in you to be the great leader. You don't want to be a great leader? Then you feed the devil. Sitting bull. I'm the standing bull. Okay, let's build capabilities to transcend all boundaries. So you can read this. This is my quote, extracted and adapted. You want to be the great leader? You want to embrace the change in leadership, in education? You have to have this right, not only in your heart, in your head and your daily routines. Okay? So I'm talking about global leaders. I'm not talking about leaders at this level. Global leaders. Yeah? You can read them. So a good leader takes a little more than his share of the blame. A little less than his share to the credit. Take the blame more, take the credit less. Okay? There's no one hat fits all in leadership. It's all about contextualization. The mark of a great man is one who knows when to set aside the important things in order to accomplish the vital one. And then you are with him, Einstein. Okay? So with that, to be or not to be that leader who is embracing the landscape shift and dimension in educational leadership, to be or not to be, it is in your hands. It is in your hands. Thank you very much. Am I on time? Never mind. Another day I will show you the other things. Yeah, never mind. Alright, because time is up. So thank you very much. Yeah, I hope if you have any questions, we still have time, right? Please throw whatever you have at me, because I have gone through the mill, because I'm more mature than anyone here. You can't fight that. Alright? Okay? Yes, come. Let's have an open discussion. Please let it out of your heart, your head. We provide you with some solution, because we are here to provide solutions, not to aggravate your problematic situation. Yes. Am I that good that everything is so clear that you have nothing to ask? So therefore you have been transformed to be a great leader in 45 minutes. Less than that. So. Oh, there's a question.
This is your chance to interact with Dr. Aslam Khan. Thank you.
Good morning, Dr. Aslam.
Yeah.
The Venerable Dr. Aslam.
Sorry?
The Venerable Dr. Aslam.
The?
Venerable?
Oh, venerable.
Yes,
okay.
he is. Okay, my question is, how important for a leader to be bilingual in KPM setting?
Great. That's a very good question. Mr. Keaton will answer that very clearly, because I'm not bilingual. I'm multilingual. I speak 12 languages and dialects. I speak the Talib language because you know by nature of my name, Aslam Khan. My forefathers came from Peshawar. Peshawar is the border of Kabul. When I was asked to be the MEPA project director, the minister told me, go and help your Saudara Maro. But never mind. You have to be multilingual, not bilingual. You want to be a great leader? You should shine in all platforms. Bahasa Indonesia bisa. Tamil vegetarian. Hindi जानते ना? सब कुछ जानते. कुछ होता है, सब कुछ होता है. So you must be multilingual. I mean, not only socially, but socially, yes, because I talk about global network, communication. You have to be multilingual, or bilingual, yes, because this is Malaysia. Sorry? Oh, in KPM. KPM should be more. I think should be more. Bilingual, of course, yes lah. That is the benchmark. But trilingual is even better. 华语我是可以讲华语，没有读过华语书。I never go to Chinese school. I speak Mandarin. Hokkien pun isai. How are you taught that? Why? Because I was a teacher in Sekolah Menengah Kepong. 95% Chinese students. I taught English and geography in Hokkien, Hakka, Cantonese, and sometimes in Mandarin. It helps. It helps. So you're talking in the context of KPM, yeah? Yeah, should be bilingual. That is fair. I think justified, right? Yes.
Any more questions?
I think they didn't ask question. Oh, okay. This one from ELTC, eh? Wow.
Hi, Dr. Aslam.
Hi.
My name is Bhuvana. I'm from ELTC. That was such an interesting and intriguing presentation. So thank you very much.
My pleasure.
My question to you is to actually it somewhat aligns to leadership pertaining to I mean here coming in the future I would assume that a lot of us might, I consider myself still pretty much young in order for me to actually move up the ladder. And in this particular situation, especially in the KPM setting, there's a high prominence of us being very susceptible to us embracing mental health. So in terms of mental health, we have lots of cabang. What's cabang? Okay, we have lots of strands. So how important is for leaders in the future to embrace mental health in for subordinates and for those who are actually trying to sort of understand that that's actually going to be part of a bigger issue or perhaps something that's to look out for. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, everyone.
How many years have you been in education? 9 years. 8 years. Very interesting. There's no such thing as in the future. It is always from the beginning. Mental health. Remember I said EQ? EQ. So all leaders, EQ is a great strand or trend or element that you must emphasize on. Because you are managing human beings, not robots or machines. I mentioned earlier. So therefore, in education, remember, you have to dwell on mental health all the time because you're dealing with people. And also you have an obligation to humanity. Education is, you have a strong obligation, moral obligation to humanity. If you have that obligation to learners or students or whoever, then you also have that obligation to the people in your organization. We can talk over tea about mental health. 9 years, huh? Well, 30 years behind me. I did 39 years for Ministry of Education. Yes, good question. Mental health. Yes. One more question before we go for tea break. Oh.
Good morning, Doctor.
Yeah.
I'm Christy from Kota Tinggi, Johor.
Okay.
So I have a question. Taking on a leadership role can be quite overwhelming and intimidating, and tends to have all these people who have all these negative thoughts that are in their heads, so they are not confident enough to take on the challenge to take the leadership role. So what's your advice to the teachers who are afraid to try, and for us who are trying to encourage our fellow teachers to try? So thank you.
This is a very good question. My advice is this. When you have been approached, whether by your pengarah, or your timbalan pengarah, or your pengetua, guru besar, to take on a responsibility, say yes. Never say no. The key word is yes. Because if you say yes, you start thinking, you start working, you start researching, you start developing yourself. When you say no, you have closed the door of opportunity to be a leader. Always say yes. Remember I told you, when I started teaching as a young teacher on my GT 100 motorcycle, my ketua panitia said, Aslam, you have to do this on Sunday. Yes, ma'am. When I became a young lecturer at FDIK, I remember, I don't want to mention the name, Aslam, you have to be my deputy coordinator to do all these things. Yes, miss, I don't want to mention the name. I think you all know who. Alright? Yes! I will say yes. When I asked to head the MTCP program for 138 countries, I said yes. I don't know anything. When I asked to do Palestine training, I said yes. MEPA, I said yes. And that's why I'm standing here. Say yes! You start thinking. You start working. You start developing. Say no, you close everything. Thank you very much. Say yes. Okay? Say yes.
Definitely. Thank you, Dr. Aslam Khan, for your illuminating
Oh,
presentation.
one more. Okay. That means we're taking into tea break, yeah? Never mind,
Sure.
tea break. Huh? Oh, reduce one? Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, doctor. I'm Sharifa. So I said yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I said yes to because I want to challenge myself. Recently I had to head an event in school. Sorry, this is a bit personal matter, so I just want to know your point of view, or how you have dealt with these kind of people. Is that okay? Being a leader, you have to delegate tasks, right? So there were some who were supportive, and some who gave ridiculous excuses to why they, I wouldn't say could not, but they did not want to do the task. And this was before your seminar, so I did not know that I had to inspire you, so I just did it. Whatever you can't do, fine, I'll do it. Because like the objective was to get the event over and done with. So I would like to know, sir, doctor, what did you do when you had to deal with these colleagues? Thank you.
I mean, this is very pertinent and it's happening every day. Now, if you look back at Douglas MacGregor, everybody knows Douglas MacGregor? He said human beings are divided into two, theory X and Y. So that friend of yours or colleague or acquaintance belongs to theory X of Douglas MacGregor psychological theory. One of the key traits, say, very uncomplimentary trait, is always giving excuses and pushing to others. So if you want to learn Tai Chi, don't have to go to China on Shandong mountains to learn from the expert Tai Chi. You go to school. Too many Tai Chi experts ask you to do something Tai Chi. Tai Chi. Push it. I know. I've seen it. I've experienced it in school and in campus. This type of people, they must not change you. You are the inspired one. You have aspiration. These are the lesser minds. Ma'am, these are the lesser minds. You are the greater minds. Leave them aside and say, thank you very much. You have closed the door of opportunity for your own success. I will never give up. With or without you, I will sail. I will sail. Because this is what Mark Twain said. Don't be with little minds. Be with greater minds. So be with those people who are of your level. Be the eagles. These are the sparrows. Lupakan. Lupakan. Tinggalkan. You do it. If they don't want to change, it's their business. You change. You move. You say yes. And one day, inshallah, God willing, you will be there and you will live to tell this story. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Aslam, for your illuminating presentation.
My pleasure.
And your responses. You have awakened the sleeping leader in us, and we will definitely follow you after this.
I've awakened, yes, but now it is your job to unleash it. Awaken, don't just awaken, unleash it. Okay, Pavitra?
Definitely.
Yeah, I want to see you one day. Unleashed. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw the curtains on this enlightening plenary session, I'd like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Aslam Khan for sharing his profound insights and wisdom on the ever-changing landscape of leadership in education. Dr. Khan, your vision of embracing change, fostering sustainability, and nurturing progressive growth has left an indelible mark on our understanding of educational leadership. We are truly grateful for your thought-provoking discourse. I'd also like to extend our appreciation to the engaged audience for your active participation, insightful questions, and your dedication to the pursuit of knowledge and innovation in the realm of education. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of the plenary session. We are delighted to inform you that it's time for a well-deserved tea break.